going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. Now, guys, I told you in 2023 in the first quarter, we would get an event. And now we have the banking collapse, which the master magicians pulled off the perfect distraction. And at the end of the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter, guys, we're going to have another main event. Now, of course, the markets will still pump and dump until we get that next crisis. Guys, we know they're going to pull that rug. And all we have to do is watch the Fed to know exactly when that's about to happen. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now we have Bitcoin and crypto moving up. And then also we have the stock market moving up also. And the only thing we have to do is look at the actual indicators. Now we have EY says that Bitcoin ETF to trigger massive demand from institutions. And guys, we know across the globe, we have several spot Bitcoin ETFs. What we look at is the Fed. When is the Fed going to be bringing the money in? That's the key question. But guys, make sure that you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates. And guys, those who watched the yield rates first thing this morning, yield rates were skyrocketing up and the stock market was down. Then yield rates pulled back in a big way and we saw stocks moving up. Why did this happen, guys? Those who are in the stock market Patreon channel, only thing you have to do is look at the earnings calendar. We have big tech reporting this week. Remember, guys, they're trying to sell you on AI. And we know all these companies have lowered their forecasts, but we know it's all about how they play on the numbers. And these big tech companies should have pretty good numbers after the adjustment. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then, guys, we have the dollar slightly pulling back. So we know if yields are pulling back, dollar pulling back, that's great for markets and also for crypto. And then in volume in crypto, we have it slightly up. We have Tether and USDC. And we have Worldcoin to cease paying orb operators and USDC as early as November. And they will start getting paid in Worldcoin. And then, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at 1.15 trillion. So we see it has been moving up slightly. And we have the Fed, Jerome Powell, in the House next week. And we can see the bond market has been doing the work for the Fed. So we know he's going to say it's going to be data dependent. Now you may ask yourself, how can you have yield rates go above 5% so easily and then draw back? You know the hedge fund guys are coming in to short. And they're always going to give you an illusion. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Remember, the NWO are the master magicians. And we see plenty of tricks out there. Now, guys, do not forget about Grayscale. Sent about $23.5 billion on Friday. But getting over into a little crypto news, we have the Bankman trial moves to its final stages. And we know this is one of the distractions. The Bankman. We got Trump. We have two drums are beating. We have strikes going on. We still don't have a House Speaker. So all these distractions while the masses are looking one way, we know the NWO is building. And I'm going to go over that later on in the video. Now we have Michael Saylor's $4.7 billion Bitcoin bet back in the green. And guys, we know they shouldn't say Michael Saylor or MicroStrategy. It should say Morgan Stanley. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then lastly, guys, we have PetroChina completes its first international crude oil trade and the Digital Yuan, buying over 1 million barrels of oil with their own digital currency. And guys, we know normally when we hear something like that, we definitely get the drums a beating. And this is the second major signal that the fourth industrial revolution is about to be underway. The changing of the global order is happening right in front of your eyes. Whether you like it or not, you are definitely the chosen generation. And we know it's a lot of people sleep. But remember, it's your job to be a watchman on the wall. If they don't listen, that's fine. But at least you told them. Because you do not want to be caught on the wrong side of history. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Because he knows. When it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.